There are many things that catch the human eye. A shiny new ring, flashing neon lights, a beautiful smile, and even the glossy finish on a brand new wristwatch. The beauty of a watch is just one of many reasons to add new pieces to one's collection. For true enthusiasts, the real beauty of a watch shines from the inside out. Today, we're going to be looking at two types of watches in particular, the first being a quartz movement watch, and the second being a mechanical movement watch. Now, both watches are unique, which causes some of their differences to stand out. I would like to identify each watch individually and then end by comparing some of their differences. The first watch that we're going to look at today is a quartz movement watch. Now, this watch gets its name from the use of a very thin piece of quartz crystal, which is accompanied with that of a small battery. These are placed inside of a quartz movement watch, and the battery causes the quartz crystal to vibrate at a frequency of about 32,728 beats per hour. Now, this frequency powers the hands inside of a quartz movement watch, which allows the watch to keep very accurate time. There are two types of quartz movement watches, the first being an analog face watch, such as this, and the second being a digital display. Now, with the digital display quartz movement watch, the makers add a thin computer chip into the watch, and the frequency from the quartz crystal and the battery powers this computer chip, which then allows the time to be displayed on an LCD screen, which is also known as a liquid crystal display. Now we're going to move on to a mechanical movement watch. Mechanical movement watches tend to be more complicated in their composition. It takes watchmakers anywhere from 3 months up to a year to complete a well-designed mechanical watch. Mechanical watches are powered by a main spring that lies within this watch. The main spring needs to be manually wound, and there are two ways that the wearer can do this. The first way is by manually winding this small knob here in the middle, which is called a crown. Now you wind that until you hear a click. Once the wearer hears this click, they know that their watch is fully wound. And throughout the day, the mainspring will slowly unwind, and that causes a balance beam within the watch to oscillate back and forth. And this oscillation is anywhere from 21,000 beats per hour up to 36,000 beats per hour. And that causes the hands within the mechanical movement watch to turn, also keeping time. The second way a wearer can wind the mainspring to their mechanical watch is by kinetic automatic movement. Now, there is a balance beam placed within this type of watch, and as the wearer naturally goes about the day, their movements spin this balance wheel, which in turn winds the mainspring. And the mainspring then slowly unwinds throughout the day, and that gives the power to the hands within the watch, keeping time. Now, once a mechanical watch is fully wound, it can go 40 hours fully without needing to be charged again. Now, if we look at some of the differences between both of these watches, we will see that quartz movement watches keep much more accurate time than mechanical movement watches. Within any given month, a quartz movement watch will only lose or gain about 2 to 3 seconds per month. A mechanical movement watch in one day can lose or gain up to 6 seconds per day. That's a drastic difference. Also, quartz movement watches tend to be much less inexpensive when compared to mechanical movement watches. The most expensive mechanical movement watch ever sold was a Patek Philippe, and it sold for $11 million in 1999. If we look at servicing these watches, quartz movement watches, they need a new battery every 3 to 4 years. Mechanical movement watches need to be serviced by a certified watchmaker every 2 years. And this service can run from anywhere to $300 up to $600 per service. Now, whether you are in the mood for a quartz movement watch or a mechanical movement watch, the beauty of genuine made timepieces is something that is still widely recognizable. And you should go out and get one.